Disclaimer, this podcast contains adult themes, adult dialogue, and spoilers. Our opinions are just that, opinions. We are not bashing any of the creators we discuss, and we are not bashing you if you perceive things differently than us. Listeners and viewer discretion is advised. Lara Jean and her boyfriend Peter are in their senior year of high school, getting ready for college. When it comes down to it, they know that they do not want to separate. But when Lara Jean figures out that NYU is a possibility, her perspective on things changes. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Story and Things, our storytelling podcast. I'm your host, Cheli.
And I'm your host, Yajaira.
And today,
we are doing the final part.
Oh my gosh.
Of the trilogy.
Should we talk about how, instead of blue, now it's red?
No.
No? Okay, never mind. It's like our curtains are a mood ring. So today it's feeling kind of angry.
Imagine they can just change colors.
Well, it's going to throughout the day.
It really will be. Yeah, true. Yeah, it's just, indication of our emotions.
You're right.
Through this journey.
We are going to be finally finishing up To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
Mm-hmm. By Jenny Han.
Our beautiful girl, Jenny.
Our girl. Uh-huh.
We've already talked about her.
Yes.
But she's known for this series along with the series
The Summer I Turned Pretty.
Yes. And I'm so glad we're going to finish this because, we've just been following Lana Condor and Noah's journey.
Noah's love journey.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, they're characters, not IRL.
Okay, but aren't they close in real life?
Yeah, but I think they're just friends because
No, yeah, they
Lana
are just friends.
has a boyfriend.
Yeah, I hope they're just friends.
Okay. Is it because of his tweets?
No, that makes me love him more. I don't want to say that because I don't want someone to be like, you know what, though? Noah tweeted at my grandpa. And, he said some pretty gnarly things.
He said some pretty nasty things. So
if you like Noah, you hate my grandpa. So, I don't know much about him, but I don't dislike him. I will say, though, because we're going to mention it in this one, his acting in this movie, something else.
It hit a little different.
It does. Mm-hmm. Okay, but I really hope. What if Noah sees this?
Noah, if you see this, we're sorry.
But I'm not making fun of him because I do genuinely.
You are.
Okay.
I know exactly what part you're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Okay, so why don't we start off
by kind of going over our characters again.
Yes.
So our main character is Lara Jean, Covey. And as we said before, she is our daydreamer.
Yes.
All she thought about before was love.
I get it.
And how amazing love was.
As a Pisces, but she's not.
As a Pisces, but not a Pisces, because her birthday is sometime in summer, I think. I don't know. Anyway, and she is a hopeless romantic, but now she's dating Peter Kavinsky. This started because her sister Kitty sent out private love letters
that she had in her room, but accidentally somehow ended up not in the room. And Kitty, her freaking just beautiful young
sister, beautiful
little sister.
Your favorite character.
Yeah, with the two brain cells in her mind, freaking revving up. She's like, I'm going to send these out.
Yeah, so that's how she ended up dating Peter Kavinsky. At first, it started off as fake dating, but then it turned into real dating.
Oh, my God.
I mean, not real, but real.
Like real fake dating.
Yeah.
Like fake real dating.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that made sense. But they end up dating in the first movie, in the first book. Mm-hmm. And in the second book, we're introduced to John Ambrose, who is just another boy who loves Lara Jean. He was one of the boys she loved before, who received one of the letters. But, I mean, you should have listened to our other episode. If you haven't, pause and listen to it.
Please go.
But spoiler, she doesn't pick him. She kisses him and is like, wait. That wasn't a Peter kiss, though.
It's not the same.
Hold on. And leaves him there. And freaking leaves, if you've seen the Netflix movie, kisses Peter, who is outside, and then they grow 10 feet tall.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what happened. They just fly into the sky as well.
Why?
Straight after. Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Does that happen?
Yeah. Oh, you mean in the book?
No, in real life.
Oh, you kiss somebody? Does it just
when you grow 10 feet tall?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
When you find the one? Yes.
Yeah, okay. But we are going to be talking about the third book, which starts off with Lara Jean and her family.
Wait, do you want to describe Peter Kavinsky?
Oh my God. Noah Centineo.
Yeah.
Peter Kavinsky is just a big boy with a big heart.
That's
like
exactly
I said in the
what
first
you
episode.
said.
Like I said in the first episode of this. But he is just so in love with Lara Jean.
So in love. Oh my God.
And his mentality is that he is set to go to Stanford and set to have Lara Jean go with him.
Yes, because they want to make this relationship work through college. They keep saying we are not going to be like those couples that break up because we go off to college. I think they think they're still going to be in the same school, but either way, they are set on staying together.
Yes. The movie starts with Lara Jean and her family on a trip in Korea.
Yeah, they're visiting that locket place where everyone like sticks it on the fence and they can write down like a wish.
Yeah.
They're there because their mother put a locket there and she made a wish on there, which they end up finding it and it said for the rest of my life.
And it was about the husband.
Yeah. Which was really cute. And then they end up putting a locker around her locker.
I love that.
Or locket.
Locket.
Whatever.
No, like a whole locker.
Yeah, like a whole locker.
But it's really sweet.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can tell Lara Jean is really enjoying this trip.
Mm-hmm.
She goes home and it's like the middle of the night, right? I think it's the middle of the night when she calls Peter.
I think so. Or like the night is ending. One or the other.
Yeah, but their whole time difference is really bad.
It's like 16 hours.
Yeah, and this is kind of showing the struggles of long distance relationships.
A little, but it was cute though.
It was cute, but you know, you can
It's
tell that
not
that's
the
going to get
same.
tiring because she calls Peter and Peter's like half awake and he's like, I'm up, I'm here.
And it was really cute because he was like, tell me about the future. Like, what's going on
what's
over
happening
there?
in the future?
It's so stupid.
Peter, you're not safe. And he's like, what?
Oh, God.
What's going to happen?
But they're talking about the future, though,
Yeah.
as in, like, their future. And
Yes.
they're talking about how, don't worry, one day we're going to go off to college together and it's going to be lit. And
It's
then
going to be sick.
she keeps refreshing her Stanford application because he's already been accepted because he's on there for a scholarship for lacrosse.
Lacrosse, yes,
Yeah,
because
lacrosse.
he does play lacrosse.
He plays lacrosse.
Yeah.
Not water polo.
No. Or soccer or football.
Football.
Water polo. I still can't get over that.
I got you, Lara Jean. Yeah, so she keeps refreshing it, right?
Yeah.
And then as she's refreshing it, she has this whole daydream of what their future could potentially look like. And so she starts seeing them going off to, well, first they graduate together.
Yeah.
Then they go off to college together. Then she writes a best-selling novel that's titled Whoa, Whoa, Whoa.
Oh my God.
Nice.
That title too. Whoa.
Whoa. And then she sees them get married. She sees them buy a house together. They're decorating the room together. But then she wakes up. Or, I guess...
She kind of like...
Yeah, for real. Exactly. And then she's like, oh, damn it.
God damn it, not again.
She really does think that she's going to get in, though.
Yeah, she does.
When they get back home, Noah Centineo, forgot his name, Peter
Peter.
Kavinsky.
It's Peter, not Noah.
I'm so sorry. Peter Kavinsky is waiting for them in Lara Jean's home. How did he get there?
He broke in.
How did he get the key?
He broke in again. It's like, babe,
Babe, you
stop
shouldn't
it.
have.
I told you I'd call the police. Babe, don't make me
My dad hates when you do this.
Dude, I've already put 9-1. Let me put the other one.
Exactly. And then it's so cute because Kitty is the one that runs into his arms. Oh, Kitty. God.
Whatever, Kitty.
Whatever, Kitty. Anyway.
Wait, can I bring something up?
Yeah.
Not important to the story whatsoever. Kitty found a boyfriend in Korea.
Yeah. Day.
I don't like Kitty. The actress is fine, whatever, you know?
Yeah, so Kitty has a boyfriend now. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. So that's when we find out that Lara Jean's father proposes to Trina. And she's really excited about it because, you know, she really wants her dad to be happy. And that's when your favorite part happens. Yeah, because Lara Jean is giving him presents, and they have face masks.
Korean face masks.
And
they're like, you know, they have the Korean face masks on. You know, when you pull them off, they feel like really refreshing. Because, I mean, your face is wet, and then it gets hit with like cool air, so it feels good. When Noah Centineo takes it off, he acts as if it hurts. So he's like, ooh, oh my gosh. He's like, don't touch it, don't touch it.
you know, it's tender.
Can you imagine? Oh my God.
It's so funny because when I first watched this, I didn't really think anything of it. I was just like, oh, okay.
I had to like go back and see, like, something has to be wrong with your skin if it hurts. Okay.
What if it's like an exfoliating one?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
It was a hydrating one. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, Noah. That was the first. But
what if he...
little silly.
Okay, but what if he was just trying to do egg yo?
No, he wasn't.
Probably was. But I can't remember the other part. But there was another point in the...
He's dancing.
Maybe. No, I think it was something else. There was another point in the movie where he made a reaction that didn't really make sense, but I was like, I think he's just trying to be cute.
I don't think so. Because the thing is, okay, maybe Noah is, but Peter would never. Peter would never.
Peter was silly.
Why would you pretend it hurt? You know, even Lucas in the freaking first movie knew how to use a Korean face mask.
Uh-huh. True.
You just have to know how to use one.
He didn't know.
It's just a sheet of paper. Like, don't come for me. It's not just a sheet of paper.
It's a lifestyle, Cheli. How dare you?
Thank you.
We find out that our girl, Lara Jean Covey, does not get into Stanford. Therefore, all of her expectations are instantly shattered.
I know. And it doesn't help because, like, she is already like, oh my God, how am I going to tell Peter? And she's like texting him. And I think he messages first with like the whole, did you get in?
Yes. But yes.
While she's like texting him,
she gets a text from her sister, Margot, because they had a fight. And she thinks that she answered Margot.
Saying, yes,
of course.
I love you.
Mm-hmm.
And then she accidentally texted it to Peter, so it seems as if she did get into Stanford. So she said yes. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh my God, congrats.
Lit.
Woo.
Pete's right.
He did not sound that excited. I'll be very honest with you.
No, he did. He sent her a bunch of emojis.
I would have called.
He did. He FaceTimed her.
Oh, you're
and
right.
she denied it. And then that's when he ends up outside of her home with a little, like, cell phone.
Oh my God, that was really
song.
cute.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Oh my God, I forgot that. Thank you.
Oh my God,
Just making me fall for Noah one more time.
Thank you. Anyway, so then he takes her out to the diner to celebrate that she got into Stanford, which she didn't. And he writes prom on her pancakes. So now they're going to prom together. Uh-huh. And she tries telling him, but she feels like, oh, not the right time, right? I'm going to just wait it out. And so she doesn't end up telling him then that she didn't get into Stanford. She thinks... She
didn't want to break his heart.
Yeah, because he was super excited about it and how they were going to have that future together. But it didn't happen like that.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
They go on a trip.
Yes, they go on like a senior trip.
Yeah, to New York, which, oh my God.
What a trip.
Our senior trip never went. Did you go to your senior trip?
Yes. No. No, wait. No, because our trip was in like Hawaii or Cancun. Or...
What? Ours was freaking down the street. Ours was Disney.
No. Because remember, there's a Disney one, but then there was another one that was like far away.
That was for you guys. Because you guys had the money. But then we had that whole fiasco. Well, we had a fiasco in our school. Mm-hmm. And basically our school, like my year, lost all our money because of something we did. So, I didn't do it. It wasn't me, but you know.
I mean, you're the one that knows about it.
Oh my God.
So. No, our trip was like Cancun or something like that. I can't remember.
What are a bunch of teenagers going to do in Cancun?
Get wild. I didn't go, by the way. That was expensive.
So when they're on their New York trip, it's really cute because I think they're sitting in the lobby or in the airport. I don't remember where it happens, but she's sitting on her luggage and he sits like not facing her and he's like, are you ready to accept a mission? And she's like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Like, who is
Peter, you know I don't like messing around like this. It'd be funny if you like completely like shut up. And he's like, oh damn, okay.
He's like, damn girl, okay.
Pass the mission to someone else. You don't have to do it. But he's like, are you ready to accept a mission? And she's like, yes. Mm-hmm. It's like, you have to meet me in the lobby at this time and we're gonna go to a diner and we're gonna eat and we're gonna have so much fun. And she's like, okay, I'm going. And so they go and she feels really bad. So she just brings it up that she didn't get into Stanford.
But remember, she brought it up because she got into Berkeley. Because she felt better. Because Berkeley is only an hour away from Stanford. So she was waiting to tell him. She felt like, oh, now is the perfect time to tell him because I may not be going to Stanford, but I'm only going to be an hour away from you. So then she just tells him, like, I didn't get into Stanford. And I actually really like this moment because Peter Kavinsky is like not even reacting yet to their future. He's like, "Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Like, are you okay?" And she's like apologizing. He's like, "Don't apologize. Like, are you
I
okay?"
forgot about that.
It's in me.
That's really good.
It was really cute. I really like that moment because
I love Peter.
me too. I mean, we already did, but now it's
I love
like
him even more.
Yeah, exactly.
More than I do Noah? Who knows?
I don't think so.
No, I love Peter.
Okay.
But so when they, have that conversation that she might not be going to Stanford, he's quick to be like, you know what, it's okay though, because after a year you can just transfer.
Yeah, exactly. So now they're still planning on having this college experience together.
And the thing is, Lara Jean is down. She's like, okay, yeah, I can transfer. That's like completely fine.
She was excited about it. She was like, oh my God, why didn't I think about that?
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
But now like their whole like this New York trip is going to be them kind of testing the waters on long distance.
Mm-hmm, because they're forced to spend it separately because they are in a separate group. Yeah.
And okay, just to bring up, because we didn't bring up, Margot, the
oldest sister.
Yeah, the reason that they got in a fight when they were texting, I think, oh my gosh, I might be wrong. Wasn't it because she was telling her to keep her options open and consider NYU?
Yeah.
Because she had also applied.
Yeah. Margot really wanted her to consider NYU. And okay, because I think Margot knew that Lara Jean really wasn't that passionate about Stanford. She was just going because Peter was going to go there. And so she would tell her, keep your options open and apply to NYU, which she did apply to NYU. But she didn't even want to go there.
Yeah, exactly.
At this point.
Yeah, at this point. But while they are doing their trip, and her and Peter are separated, she's with Chris, which is her friend.
Her best friend, yeah.
And they're just taking pictures, and she's constantly sending pictures to
Peter.
To Peter.
Yeah. And,
by the way, throughout this movie, it was like near the beginning, they're trying to find their song. Remember, there's two things about this movie. They're trying to find their song and their...
Okay, so just very briefly, when Lara Jean came back from Korea, they were watching a romance movie. And she was like, all the best romance stories have a meet cute, which is like when the characters meet in a really cute way. And she tells him, I wish we had one. And he says, well, I mean, you jumping my bones in the track was pretty cute, right? And she was like,
no, that's not the first time we met.
Yeah, and she just told him, that's not the first time we met, so it doesn't count. And he tells her, I remember how we met. And she doesn't believe him. She's like, no, you don't. Like, how did we meet?
Shut up, Peter. Shut up.
But he doesn't bring it up. He just tells her that he remembers how they met.
Just bringing that up.
Yeah.
Just bringing that up. Yeah. And throughout this, too, they're looking for their song.
Because they don't have a song together.
Yeah. So, Lara Jean's in NYU with Chris, and they're walking down Central Park, I think. And they crash into Jen, who just happens to be there because she's doing an orientation walk for NYU.
So she's already going to go there.
Yeah.
And she's with like a group of people, and Lara Jean is like really impressed by her because she's like, what is Jen doing? And Chris tells her, oh, she's going to come here. And so Lara Jean is kind of just like looking around like, wait, is this NYU?
Where are we?
Yeah. And
we were at McDonald's.
Like, what? I thought this was just the park. Because there's so many people around, and she's so impressed by, I guess everybody doing their own thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really know what she's impressed by, but she's impressed. And
Just the park. And
everybody vibing together, I guess. So yeah. That happens at that moment.
Yeah, and so when they crash into Jen's with like one of those like, is it a sorority girl or is it just one of those like?
I think it was just the orientation people.
Like an RA probably.
Yeah.
But basically this RA is like, you can join us. We were gonna go walk around and do things.
Yeah, but then don't they invite her also to like a party, but not like a party, sort of a party.
You're talking about the couch?
Yeah.
I don't know how they get here, but they invite Lara Jean and Chris to go out with them to like meet other NYU
people.
Yeah.
And at first Chris was like, I don't know.
I'm not down. But Jen is super into this because, she wants to go to NYU.
Yeah.
And like surprisingly, so is Lara Jean.
Yeah, she's actually really liking this place, which is weird.
Yeah, there's a scene where like they help one of the NYU students steal a couch. Like a whole ass couch.
Like a whole ass pink
subway.
couch. Yeah, they just put it in the subway.
Oh my God.
For
and
what?
I love it. I have no idea. And then they go to a party, which is like a very chill party. And then there's like a band playing.
Yeah, and they're playing this really like romantic song, and she texts Peter and she's like, "Oh, listen to this song. Isn't it so romantic? I think this can be our song." And Peter's not really down, which I totally understood why, because he wasn't there.
Yeah, I think he mentions it too. Like, I have to be there for it to be our song.
Yeah.
But I don't think he writes her back at that moment because he's doing something else. But she's so into this.
Then when they return back to the hotel or suite, wherever the heck they are, Peter is there. And he's like, "What happened? You didn't really get back to me." And she's like, "Sorry, was vibing with the girls." And remember, he's like, "Wow, Jen and Chris are getting along." Oh, because they're cousins and they never get along.
Yeah.
So
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice to see. You get, like, when I first saw this movie, it was crazy for me to see that Jen was so matured and now all of a sudden friends with them.
Yeah, because Jen was actually being nice to Lara Jean, too.
But she's grown up and out of her costumbres. I don't know what word that is.
Yeah.
But
her ways.
she does not want to get into any other college except for Berkeley when that whole conversation with her and Peter happened.
I don't think that's the case.
Yeah, well, no, that was the case at the beginning.
I think at the beginning she was too scared to check her own application.
She was telling Kitty to check it for her.
She told Kitty to check it because she was too nervous. So now, once she got into Berkeley, I think she just forgot that she also applied to NYU.
But Kitty just never told her either. But then one day when she was at home,
she
I don't remember
sees a flyer that says "Welcome to NYU," and she's just like, "What?" And Kitty's like, "Oh yeah, you got in."
By the way.
But Kitty's just like, "Whatever. I mean, you're going to Berkeley, so."
And she's like, "Why didn't you tell me I got it?" Like, she got kind of like a little upset.
Yeah, she got really upset. Her dad is really excited. He's like, "Oh my God, you got into NYU. That's amazing." Because she's going for literature or something regarding English.
Yeah.
And they have a really good English program. So that's why she also considers it even more.
She brings up NYU to Peter.
Yeah.
And he's just like, "Did you like it?" And he's like, "Yeah, I mean, it was amazing." She like is so into it.
But the way that she brings it up, oh my God.
How'd she bring it up?
Lara Jean, I swear to God, she never changes. Because she can never like actually just talk about like, you know, how she feels.
Yeah.
She always wants to avoid her conflict. And so the way that she brings it up is that they're in lunch together at school. And she's just like, "Oh, you know, all of the great romance stories happen in New York." And then
my God.
And then she starts listing them.
Yeah.
And she's like, "You know, San Francisco doesn't really have that many. I mean, I guess they have the one with Jennifer Lopez and then another one. I don't remember." And he's just like really confused because she's not saying what she really thinks. So he's just like, "Okay, why are you bringing this up?" But then they had to go to class. So he was like, "Okay, see you later," you know. And then eventually she does tell him, "I want to go to NYU."
And like at first he's just kind of like, "Oh, okay. I mean, you can go there for a year.
Yeah.
And you can transfer."
Yeah, he was like, "What's a year? Like a year is fine." And then she's like, "No.
I don't want to transfer.
I want to stay in NYU."
And he's just kind of like, "Okay."
Yeah, like he's not telling her not to do it, but you can see it in his face that he's just like really surprised. Like, what is going on? Because now their whole like college plans are essentially ruined because that's like a day away from each other. If they were to like drive, you know, because they were planning on driving. But also something else is going on in this story. Peter Kavinsky never really had his father in his life.
Yes.
And now his father is trying to get back into his life. He's kind of like texting him more, calling him more. And Peter Kavinsky's kind of like, why is he doing this? He was never a part of my life. So what's the point of trying to reach out to me now? But Lara Jean is trying to encourage him to do it because she doesn't have her mom. So she's more so trying to tell him like, well, you know, at least he's trying.
Yeah.
And Peter's like, it's a little late for that. So.
Exactly. So prom happens and Lara Jean looks freaking amazing.
Chris looks really amazing.
How did Chris look?
She has that, like, and then the gloves.
Oh my God.
I loved how she looked.
She went with Trevor, which is the 13th reason.
Our 13th reason. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she went with Trevor. They all look freaking really good. She decided to make a present
for Peter because they agreed to write something romantic in each other's yearbooks.
Yeah.
And she was like, "How can I tell you how I actually feel? So I'm going to create this like memory box for you." Which was
Oh my gosh. It was like cute.
It's a cute
but
thought.
the way that it looked was very,
Yeah.
you're never going to see me again.
Yeah,
type of
because
thing.
because she was like, so you don't forget me. Or
And even when she hands it, because they go to her room. And when she...
prom happened.
Oh yeah, prom. They dance. Prom happens. It's over. They go...
Peter Kavinsky wins prom king with somebody else.
Oh my god, that girl was so pretty too.
She was really pretty. And then at this point, Lara Jean is realizing that she's already feeling the distance. Even though they're still together in the same place, she's starting to feel like, oh, this is what it's going to feel like when we're already apart.
I hate when people kind of look at situations and they're just kind of like, oh. Instead of enjoying her night, she is already set, like, it's never going to change. This is what has to happen.
Yeah.
Which I understand, but she never talks to anyone. She just makes these decisions on her own. That,
or
like,
assumptions. Yeah.
That's
literally-
exactly.
There was no growth with her on this.
We can talk about it near the end. But she goes home with Peter to her house, and her dad isn't home.
Or he's in his room. I don't know.
I don't know. I hope he's not.
I think he was.
Whoa.
Because remember, he was like, it's past curfew. And she was like, well, who cares? Let's do this.
What if you go home at 11:01?
Instead of 11.
Who's going to sue me? God?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So now they're in her room, and she gives him this memory box.
And he looks at it. And the thing is, though, can I say, when he reacted to it, I thought he was very genuine with the, I love it. I thought so. But my one brain cell.
Okay, yeah. But then also, I read the book. So I knew that
was it?
in the book also, he felt the same way. Like, oh, it kind of feels like you're saying goodbye to me.
Yeah, okay. But yes. But it's portrayed different in the movie only because that happens and then they start making out. And things get really heated. Mm-hmm. And
because she's ready to, lose her virginity on this night.
Yes.
And he's like kind of down, but then he starts...
He is, but then he's like, do you want to do this? And then she's like, yes. Like, yeah,
yes,
I do want to
but then she tells him, I've just felt distant from you. And he tells her, oh, because you feel distant, that's why you want to do this. And he was like, I don't want you to do that just because you feel distant from me.
And then he, like, pushes her off.
Yeah, literally shoves her off.
Shoves her. She, like,
He's like,
hits the wall.
Get off of me. Yeah.
But he's just like, you're treating this as if this is our last. Like, as if you're just throwing me to the side and, like, you're not.
Which makes sense because she
was.
Even if it wasn't her intention, it does come off very much like, oh, this is our last night together.
Yeah.
Or, I'm trying to make the most of these nights because we only have so many.
Oh my god. Whatever, Lara Jean. No, but I get it. I mean, they're young.
Yeah.
And they don't understand. I think moving to college for everyone was kind of weird. Mm-hmm. We went to different colleges. Mm-hmm. And we didn't talk for a really long time.
Because you didn't answer me back.
Was it me?
It was you. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I suck at answering though.
Yeah. I was like, should I send her a letter?
I didn't talk to, like, when I wish you would have sent me a letter. But I did not talk to anyone when I went to college either. And I think it hit me one night, like, while I was just in my dorm. I was, like, studying. I was like, oh, I want to call someone. And then I was like, I don't have any friends from high school anymore.
Yeah.
It hits.
It does hit.
It hits. So that's kind of why I understand. It's hard to keep relationships going after you go to college. It's, like, really tough.
Yeah.
So I kind of understand with, like,
Peter? Or...
I think, no, I'm more understanding for Peter. No. Okay. I feel kind of weird. I don't know where I'm going with this. I feel like I get what Lara Jean's trying to do, but it's kind of hard to keep something going with a fantasy, not understanding how real life is. Okay, off topic, kind of off tangent. Have you ever seen Lady Bird?
Yes, I have. Such a good movie.
Should we talk about it? I was going to be like, how do you feel about the ending? Because I don't want to spoil it.
No.
Should I? Wait.
Another time.
Okay, fine.
Oh, wait, actually, yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to bring it up because at the end of Lady Bird, you can skip this part, I guess.
If you don't want to know.
You remember how when she goes to college, she goes to a party and it's not fun. Mm-hmm. Like, she doesn't have a good time. Mm-hmm. And then at the end, she calls home and... Remember, she calls home and no one answers.
Yes.
And then she uses her birth name. Mm-hmm. And she's like, hey, just call.
Yeah. Yeah,
That
I
hits.
remember.
That's how I felt in college.
Yeah.
It's sad. I feel like it's because you have this fantasy like things are gonna go so great, and then you go, and you
And
know,
then it's like a different way.
yeah. So like her and Peter were not in the same wavelength, obviously.
No, and I really felt for Peter in this moment too, because he was just like, you know what? I feel like we're just holding on to what we already know is going to happen. So why don't we just end it? And Lara Jean is obviously like distraught. She's just like, what do you mean? Like, no, like, let's not. And he's like, let's just end it. Like, I don't want to wait until I think they have like 2 more months left of school or a month.
For you to break up with me eventually at the end.
Yeah, for you to break up with me after you're gone. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with this. And so yeah, they end up breaking up.
That was very mature of him to do.
It really was.
That's
really
like more mature than any high schooler I knew at that moment.
For real. Maybe he's not a high schooler.
Maybe he's Noah. I have to tell you something. And he takes off like a very thin mask and it's still him under there.
It's like Noah's name.
And she's like, Noah? Imagine. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, he breaks up with her and obviously she's heartbroken.
Yeah.
But she's, she's pulling through. And then the wedding happens.
The wedding for her father and her stepmom, I guess.
Trina, yeah. Which Peter was supposed to go because Peter's close to her family.
Oh my god, I forgot it because she wakes up and she gets a text from Peter and she's like, do you want me to go or
should I not go? Yeah.
Would it be too awkward?
Something like that, yeah.
And basically, the way that she texts him is kind of like, if we're not together, then don't come.
There's no point, yeah.
Yeah, and he's just like, all right. Oh my god,
Deuces.
so freaking cold.
I know.
But I mean, I get it. It was a fresh breakup.
Yeah.
But I put that the wedding slaps because that wedding, oh my god, it was so freaking cute. It was outside.
Yeah, the lights were really cute. No, it was like in a little like
Gazebo.
a little tent, right?
Yeah, but it was
still outside. Yeah,
it was outdoor, indoor, but still outdoor.
Yeah.
And they had like very like cute like decor.
And
oh my god, they even had like little name cards for everyone. They had Peter's
next to Lara Jean's, but she'd like put it away.
Oh my god.
I thought that Lara Jean brought up a really good point when this whole wedding was happening, because also Margot was there. I thought she brought up a really good point, how it's crazy how your love life can be falling apart, but then like something really happy is going on. So it's like
so sad.
Yeah, it's really sad because she's obviously heartbroken, but then there's like this life-changing moment happening at the same time for her family. So
why do you think the author chose to write that?
The wedding?
I was like, this is my comprehension question for you. No, that's crazy. I remember that they said that, but that it's very like kind of profound.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like that happens a lot. Like, I mean, if you guys listen to Ariana Grande, you remember how Ariana Grande's love life was falling apart, but her career was at its peak. Do you remember that? It's just crazy. I don't know. I think it's so weird how one thing can be going so well for you, but then there's the other side that's like, you could still be depressed. Or
I guess also, yeah, I get what you mean. But I guess also, like, her relationship is not her entire life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even if she did break up with Peter, she still has, like, so much more future ahead of her.
Yeah, or at least there's something else out there.
Yes. And I feel like if they hadn't broken up, and if she did decide to do 1 year of NYU and, like, transfer, and even if they were happy, that love probably would not have lasted. Because there's that,
I think she brings it up to him. She tells him, like, or at least she tells Chris. She tells somebody, like, I feel like I'm going to regret it if I end up not going to NYU. Because it's such a big thing,
Yeah, it is. But the wedding ends, and she is...
Something else happens.
What happens at the wedding?
It's not the wedding.
What happens?
Not at the wedding, no. So while the wedding is happening, Peter is actually having a drink, or like a coffee drink with his dad.
Oh, yeah, at the same time, but at the diner.
Yeah, he's at the diner. And he is really cold towards his dad because he feels, obviously, resentment towards him for leaving him and the rest of his family. And his dad is sort of trying to tell him, like, if you don't want to be here, like, you don't have to be here, but I really want you to be a part of your life. And he tells him, then why did you leave? And he says, like, that he doesn't know why, but, like, he's trying now. And he tells him, like, that's love, like, love is, like, you at least try.
Yeah.
And so that's what pushes him to actually try with Lara Jean.
So the wedding ends, and she is inside with, I think, Kitty.
Yeah. And she's texting. Kitty's texting.
Yeah, Kitty's texting. Which throughout the whole movie, she's been texting her like Korean boyfriend.
Day.
Yeah, so
who doesn't like Harry Potter, by the way.
Yeah, but
I mean, we're not touching that today.
Wait, do you remember the scene? I don't know. It already happened, I think. There was a scene where her and Margot were talking. It was like talking about the breakup with Peter and how much it sucks, I think. I don't remember what they were talking about. When Kitty was like, oh, you asked me how much, out of 1 through 10, how much I would miss you if you went to New York.
That was literally the morning after the breakup. She's with Chris. And then Kitty is knocking on the door and she's like heartbroken. And she's just telling her like, I didn't tell you about NYU because I didn't want you to go to NYU.
Yeah.
And she's like, if I'm going to miss you a 12 out of, 1 out of 10.
And I mean, Kitty doesn't miss anything.
Kitty only missed Margot like a 6, so.
Yeah, and I mean, Margot's like kind of the best sister.
Yeah, like, sort of, yeah. Kind of like superior.
Okay, but going back to the night of the wedding. The wedding is over and Kitty is texting someone and Lara Jean's just like sitting there with her and they're talking about...
They're not talking.
Oh, okay. They're just existing next to each other. I do that with my siblings.
I don't remember. But Kitty tells her, like, oh, you forgot something in the tent.
Outside. Lara Jean's like, go get it. And
she's like,
Kitty's
no,
like, no, you have to go get it. It's like, no, I don't want to get it. I'll pick it up tomorrow.
And she's like,
you need to go outside right now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And she's like, okay. And she goes outside and the lights are on. Mm-hmm. And she sees, like, at the very end, a yearbook.
Her yearbook, yeah.
Her yearbook. Mm-hmm. And she opens it.
It's already open.
She pre-opened it. She pre-opened
it. She opened it with her
outside.
mind.
Okay, she opened it.
Flip.
Okay, but what's in the yearbook?
Another contract. It's a love letter, but it ends with a contract. I actually really like the way... Okay, I actually made a comment on here. The fact that the best love letter was from Peter Kavinsky and not Lara Jean is wild.
It's because Peter understands real love.
Damn, okay.
Thank you.
I mean, true. Peter Kavinsky basically wrote her a love letter, and he tells her that it doesn't matter how far apart they are. He wants to make it work, whether they're an hour away, 3,000 miles away, whatever, however far. He really wants to make it work because he knows that he would regret it if he didn't.
Yep.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, but it's, again, asking her if she's willing to do it again, like a contract with him.
Yeah. And,
I mean, I think she says yes. Because they do go upstairs.
Oh my god, no. Wait,
never mind. They never go upstairs. Wait,
no,
what did I miss?
No, he signed. It already had his signature on it. I thought that was really cute. And then she signs it, and immediately after, he's like, hey. He's like behind her. I thought that was funny. Oh my god, Peter.
Oh, I forgot he wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
Okay, but they make up.
They make up.
And then they go upstairs. Mm-hmm. It's weird to talk about because they're young.
I mean, I'm assuming they're both 18.
Yeah. They have sex,
yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. It was kind of awkward to watch.
Was it?
Yeah, I was with Niles, so.
You were like, Niles, don't look, Niles.
Niles, close your eyes. She was still 16 then. She wasn't 17 yet. I think.
Niles?
Yeah.
Didn't you just watch this? Oh, yeah.
No,
yeah.
a long while ago. But
you know what's really funny?
What?
Lara Jean never cleaned her room. In all 3 movies, her room was always a mess.
Vibes.
She's a Pisces.
Yeah. Oh
Thank you.
Wait. Honest question. Do you think my room's clean?
Anyway.
But okay, they make up, and the movie continues, and it's. No, I think that's where the movie ends.
The movie...
I add more to the movie.
There's an epilogue. No. So basically the last thing that happens is Peter is driving to Stanford. She's already in her apartment or dorm in NYU. Yes. And she's just like, you know what's so great about the distance? More love letters.
But also, they did end up picking their
love song. And which was the song that she liked.
In New York because it was them. It's a cute song.
It is a cute song.
Also, their meet cute.
Oh yeah, that was in the letter. He tells her he tells her that he remembers how he met her, which was in a school assembly when they were in middle school, I think, or before then. I don't
I
know.
don't even remember what happened.
Actually, it might have been elementary school.
It was 5th grade, 4th grade, 5th. But it was before their spin the bottle kiss in 6th grade.
Yeah, so it was before their friends were friends. So, you know, before all that. Mm-hmm. She was sitting in front of him and her hair got caught in her chair. Oh my God, that rhymes. And they called her up because she won an award or something. And so Peter helped her with her hair. And then she looked at him and they smiled at each other. And he was like, "That I never would have guessed that you would have been such an important part of my life."
That's crazy.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. Life be having coincidences like that.
Yeah, for real.
Oh my God. And, you know, they end up together.
Yeah. And so, but they do insinuate that what's 4 years, right? For the rest of your life, 4 years is nothing.
That's true.
So they make it seem like, oh, we're going to end up together.
That's true. Mm-hmm. I agree with that. Mm-hmm. And then it ends with her, like, looking through, like, oh, a master's doctorate's combo degree? Can you imagine that it ends?
It's like, what? Lara Jean!
You need to come back. Oh, my God. I love this movie.
Okay.
It's so good. Can I read my overall review?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll, like, integrate it. Mm-hmm. I feel like this whole trilogy was really well written. Mm-hmm. Well, I shouldn't say well written. Well watched. Well watched. Because I didn't read produced. I didn't read it, but I think this is something that I would want kids to read. No, it is like
oh yeah,
like, you know, like
there's no
6th, 7th. Mm-hmm. I love just like the pureness of this relationship.
Yeah.
I like how everyone around them was like, oh my God, their goals. But they also had their struggles and they dealt with it very maturely.
Yeah.
They were both very mature for their age. And like, to my surprise, and I feel like the surprise of like the peers of Peter, he's the most mature in the relationship. Mm-hmm. He just genuinely loves Lara Jean. And it's just so sweet to me. I love that they're just that slice of life couple trying to find their way and reach a point of unconditional loyalty to each other. Because I feel like that was what was keeping Peter very like, well, how are we going to date if we're not like with each other? Mm-hmm. Like they weren't at that point yet where they were like, this is like forever. This is us.
Till the end. Till Lady we die.
Yes. But the fact that they're not only dating, but actual, like, genuine friends who care about where they're going to be in life is just so freaking amazing to me. I just appreciate it wholeheartedly that they're, like, friends, but also in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like a lot of literature doesn't separate those two. And the thing is, they mesh so well together, but they always make it... Okay, I'm only going to talk about things that we've talked about. So, like, The Duke and I feel like after...
We keep coming
because I'm going to talk about two. I'll talk about Duke and I and Shadow and Bone. I don't want to come for Duke and I. Again. Sorry. We should make, like, a tally on
next time.
You know how, like, workplaces have, like, this many days without accidents?
Oh, my God. This many days without mentioning The Duke and I. The Duke and I is Bridgerton, by the way.
Yes.
If you don't know.
By Julia Quinn. But when we were reading that, as soon as they got together, Daphne was nothing else but a wife. Mm-hmm. And she did not have her own character. All she wanted was kids. That was like her only goal.
Wife, kids, that's it. Nothing else.
Yeah, that's
There's nothing else to her.
And for Shadow and Bone... Okay, so...
You're thinking of the other books, aren't you?
That's why I smiled.
I was like, don't you dare.
Okay.
Don't you dare.
I mean, what are we talking about? That was weird. I don't know. Was that a breeze? That was crazy. Okay.
Anyway.
But you know what I mean? Like, there are so many pieces of, like, literature or, like, movies, TV shows, anything where after you get in a relationship, you're just
that. It's like you're not even friends anymore. I guess with Shadow and Bone, it would be like they were friends first.
Yeah.
Before anything else.
Yeah. And I like that. I like when things develop.
Yeah.
But...
Because in order to have a healthy relationship, you have to be friends first.
That's why I feel like it hurt so much when her and Peter would break up. Because it was like, oh my God.
But they're friends.
But then, like, when freaking Daphne...
and Simon broke up.
It felt like they had just gotten together. You know, there was no development in their relationship.
Yeah.
Oh my god, whatever.
This has turned into another Duke and I roast.
So welcome to
the third roast
of Duke and I just okay.
Anyway, next.
My favorite thing is just how good of a guy Peter is.
Oh, I know.
The fact that he is not one of those dudes who's just kind of like
afraid to show his feelings.
Oh my god, punch things when I get angry to show my emotion. You know, not one of those.
Yes,
he's so patient.
Yes, because it feels like, no offense, but a lot of the times the male characters always portrayed the same. Brooding, can't
punch a wall. I'm okay.
You know, luckily it wasn't your face. Oh my god. Yeah, or emotionally unavailable.
I hate that.
Me too.
I hate that. I hate that having emotions for men is constantly like, oh, that's very feminine of you.
Yeah.
It's like, we're people. Like, what are you? Of
we're
course
supposed
we have,
to have
yeah,
emotions.
If you don't have emotions.
Are you dead?
What are you?
Do you have a pulse? I mean, I guess then Edward's, that makes sense. Because he's...
You know, if someone had influenza, like lived through that, freaking, I wouldn't be a little emotional about it.
I'm pretty sure his emotions have been sucked out of him. So.
Yeah. No. I can't agree with that.
Okay, well, we'll fight later.
Okay, thank you. But I would definitely recommend this book. Mm-hmm. I give this book. See, okay, this movie to me was like this movie to me was a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
But this series, it as a whole, I had as a 4 out of 5, but I think I'm gonna give it like a 4.3658.
Oh my god. Okay. Wait,
Yeah.
the series?
Yeah, the whole
Or
series.
the
4.563.
4.5.
No,
7.
4.3658.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's where I am with this whole series because I freaking love this series. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go find someone, like a random person. I'm going to go to a bus stop today. And I'm just going to hand these books off. Like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Didn't even read these books.
Oh my god, I still have them though. Okay. I also have them on my Kindle, so I can just give him my Kindle. Actually, I paid for my Kindle, so I'm not going to give him my Kindle.
Don't do that.
He's not going to take my Kindle. Not again.
Not again. Next time.
Oh my gosh.
Does that
4.3658.
Oh, for the whole thing though, but
for the whole thing. But this one was a 4.
Okay. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. 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 We have like very large cups. By the way, I've been like drinking. I've noticed that you haven't drank anything. I drank all my water. Did you see how I just vacuumed that up?
Don't make me laugh. I'm trying to drink.
I don't want to drink at the same time. I'll drink while you drink. Wait. No. Okay. I'll just wait.
Just kidding.
We wanted to film today while drinking alcohol.
Alcohol. Rubbing alcohol. But both of us aren't really drinkers.
So it's just us kind of like licking the cup every once in a while. Just like buzz. Okay. Do you want to talk about your overall thoughts? I'm going to see how much I can drink while you're doing your overall thoughts. Okay, I'm sorry.
You're going to make me laugh. I just see you down it.
Go ahead. I'll take a slug, but go ahead.
Before I say the good, let me start with the bad, okay?
There was bad?
Yes.
Okay.
I love Lara Jean.
I know you do.
I love her a lot. A lot. But I have a problem with the fact that she never really changed. Mm-hmm. At least the way that she addresses conflict. I just feel like she's always been trying to avoid it since the first film. Lara Jean.
Where do I start?
Lara Jean?
You know what's funny? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's fine.
But I love Lara Jean. I don't think I would have appreciated being friends with her.
Huh.
And seeing her constantly break up with Peter over certain things.
The little things, yeah.
I don't think I would have appreciated that.
The second movie, no, I would have been like, Are you dumb?
Yeah.
Are you okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. I think I would have been really annoyed being Chris, you know? Yeah. I think I would too. So I didn't necessarily love the fact that Lara Jean's character didn't really grow that much. I still love Lara Jean though. And I will say that I am really, really happy that she ended up picking what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
So as opposed to, you know, trying to keep her relationship alive with Peter, I'm glad that she ended up going to NYU because that's what she wanted. Although I mentioned it to Cheli, I feel like her character wouldn't like NYU. At least me personally, picturing Lara Jean in NYU was kind of weird because she's so family oriented. It's not even about Peter. It's just like, even she tells Margot, like, oh, well, I'm not going to leave my family like you left us. So the fact that she also ended up leaving the family, to me, I thought she would have stayed at least for her family.
Yeah.
Not really for Peter, but because she didn't want to be that.
But for Kitty.
Yeah, for Kitty. Or her dad. But maybe because her dad's getting married, maybe that's why she feels more...
It's okay.
Yeah, it's more like, okay, you know what? They don't need me around. It's okay. So that's my issue. But overall, you know, it's fine. It's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Lara Jean, still love her. I think I love Peter more, though.
Me too.
I think I love him more. I was a little bit worried that my OTP wasn't going to make it. Because,
were you?
Yes, because I told you, in the book, it's different. They actually do break up. But they break up, and then they make up, but it's very, like, open-ended. It's almost like, okay, we'll see what happens.
So they don't get back together?
They kind of do, but you know how in the movie it ends with, oh, because they're not Peter and Lara Jean, therefore, you know, we can wait those 4 years, but nobody else can, sort of vibe. Yeah. It wasn't like that in the book. In the book, it was more like, we'll just see what happens. So, I think they do make another contract, though.
Cute.
I can't remember it.
I wonder if the author regretted writing that, like, after putting it out. She's like, oh, my OTP.
I know, for real.
Kids.
They're my OTP. I love them. So I absolutely did love this relationship. I thought Lara Jean and Peter were really, really cute. Yeah. I really loved them a lot, and I really liked this film. I liked it a lot more than the second one because John was not in this movie.
No. See, that's... Okay, here's another thing. Theory. Okay, actually, no. You finish. Lara Jean manifests men. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, my God. Mood. Me too, though. I actually agree with you. I think that the books are a good read for kids in, like, middle school. Like, teens, preteens.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing really sexual.
They don't have sex in the books.
No. I mean, it almost happens. But either way, like, it's not really described in detail.
Yeah.
So, I thought it was really cute. And then I also loved their meet cute. I thought that was beautiful.
Was that in the book, too?
I don't remember. I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that I can remember. But I would give this book a 4 out of 5. I would give this series
0.36
a 4.4.
I mean, not super specific like mine.
Okay.
4.3658, but
4. Why are you looking at me like that? 4.4.
Wait, hold on.
4. Okay. 4.410.
You said only enough for me to take a sip.
4.10256.
But I think
7.
I gave it a 4.4. Why did it go down?
Did it go down?
You said a 4.1.
Oh, I did? Oh, I'm sorry. 4.410.
Then just 4.1.
2. I wasn't done.
Okay.
I wasn't done. 2. Yeah.
8.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow. You. Wait, overall, what do you give this series?
That's what I give it.
That's the series, and the book is a 4?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sweaty. Our hands are like... It's like so hot in this room.
For real.
Oh my God. I am so happy we read this. I feel like this is such a good way... Watch this. Mm-hmm. I know. I keep saying read, but I didn't do shit.
Yes, so... you did. You did a lot.
All I did was think with my one brain cell.
I mean, philosophers do the same.
Thank you for watching. I enjoyed talking about To All the Boys.
Wait, what was your theory that you were going to say?
Oh, I'm sorry. She manifests men.
Yes.
And when she's done with them, she obliterates them. Because why isn't Josh there? They're stuck in purgatory.
Oh my God.
But it's just kind of like they're stuck at the DMV. And their number is like 22. And they're like, okay, wait, that's not that bad. 22 is not that bad. But it's like 22Z. Like, you know it's not gonna get to them anytime soon, you know? Like, that's where all the men, so, you know, Josh and John Ambrose are like,
Oh, damn.
did you look at Lara Jean too? Did you?
She's, you know.
She manifests men. I kind of don't like that the author just kind of wrote them out of existence.
But it's life, though.
It is. I do understand that, but I wish it would have just been brought up. Like,
Why would they still be in the book if this is about Lara Jean's love life?
it would have been nice to know, because even with Jen, I liked seeing that she
didn't
grew.
happen in the book. From what I remember, I don't think Jen is really that big.
I like that.
I don't think she's in her life anymore.
I like seeing where she ended up, though. Like, I like that.
Yeah.
I wish we would have seen just Josh kind of like in the background, just
Like living it
Lara
up.
Jean.
He has like a girlfriend or something.
Yeah, because it kind of feels like he was just friends with Lara Jean for Margot. Which
That's
probably.
life, though.
I know. I just, it's like no closure. But Lara Jean, I mean, she's good.
Yeah.
She's chilling.
She's vibing.
John Ambrose, he's still waiting outside. Like,
Inside, you mean? Oh, no, he was
outside. He froze.
Aw,
He froze.
I don't like this. Well, that concludes...
That concludes our episode.
That concludes our thoughts on To All the Boys, the trilogy.
Can I try doing it to you?
What?
Passing something to you? That concludes our thoughts. And I think well, first of all, thank you so much for listening. We post every
Monday, Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday.
Around there.
On YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon. So please,
everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. We actually post on newspaper too, which is like a new thing we started.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and also in Braille.
Yeah,
So
I wish.
we'll get to it.
We're getting there.
But please listen and leave a comment and also a review, because that actually helps boost views. And I mean, that would kind of be nice.
A little bit, yeah. That'd be really sweet.
You can be like, I really like how Cheli never talks into the mic, or you know, things like that.
I really love when Cheli looks at Yajaira.
10 minutes of Cheli looking into Yajaira's eyes. Ready to go. No blinking. So yeah, please leave a comment and a review. That really helps.
Yeah.
But a way to end our episodes, I think it'll be something that we're gonna start.
Or try out.
See if it works. Is just like leave the room with a thought.
Oh, just another thought. Listen, we're not endorsing this thought.
Yeah, because this thought, you know, thoughts.
Their thoughts.
THOUGHTS, by the way.
Not THOTS. Not that one.
But if they want to be here, it's fine.
They can.
But this thought might be positive or negative, but let's go ahead and read a review about this book.
And
Based on a dice roll.
yeah.
Okay, I got a 4.
Positive.
Positive. Let's hear the positive review.
Okay. Hold on.
Okay, scroll past all that negativity, please, because that's not what I rolled. That is not what I rolled.
I'm trying to find a really like positive one. Hold on.
It's like, oh, that's weird. It says 4 + 1. That's not.
Should I say who it's from or no? Probably not, huh?
Yes, but no last names. But do give their social security number if you have it available. Okay.
Here's their address too while we're at it. So this is from Dominic. This is on Rotten Tomatoes, okay? Dominic wrote, "The gold standard trilogy for YA novel adaptations and sweet rom-coms for Gen Z and jaded millennials with a penchant for wholesome content comes to a close. It's about a send-off as one can ask for."
Oh, okay. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.